most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Well, hi there, folks. I'm Bob Shaw, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course,
Humble
Bob.
opinion. Today we're going to talk about 3 easiest ways to stop leg/foot pain and swelling at home without exercising.
Yeah, this is a nice deal. You know, a physical therapist promoting something without exercise doesn't happen a lot.
And
but
no posture either. We won't talk about that either. By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, go to bobandbrad.com. Go to the giveaway section because we're always giving something away. This week, we're giving away a Booyah Stick. You can also find the giveaway at Bob and Brad at Facebook. It'll be pinned to the top of the page. Also, go to Instagram or Twitter or TikTok if you want a 60-second version of our program. That's all I have to say.
Excellent job, Bob. Once again, you continue to amaze our viewers.
Yeah.
So this is something that I wanted to bring up. We got leg pain, foot pain, oftentimes associated with swelling. There's typically 2 categories. Oftentimes, if you sprain your ankle or some kind of traumatic injury, swelling and pain associated. And the treatment for that, as well as people have chronic swelling, oftentimes from congestive heart failure or some other issues related to the heart, the fluid, the lymph
gathers in the
legs
leg.
and it doesn't come up. And you can get dramatic swelling in the ankles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Associated with pain.
Gain quite a bit of weight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, it can be a real serious problem if it gets carried away. So we're going to talk about 3 easy solutions, relatively easy solutions, but you need to know what to do and when to do it.
And when it's safe to do it.
Right.
We got to make sure that you're always, following the medical advice that your physician may be given to you.
Exactly. So first of all, if you do have swelling, whether it's from an injury or this chronic, elevation is one of the things that's pretty safe to do. I don't think you have to get a hold of a doctor.
Right.
So laying down, the rule of thumb is elevate the swelled part, in this case the leg, higher than the heart. So you can do that laying in bed or on your couch or whatever. I should maybe get a pillow here, Bob. So you can just take 2 or 3 pillows and put them underneath your legs, particularly the calf.
Yeah, this wouldn't be enough.
Yeah, that would be not enough. Probably 2 pillows, even if I put another pillow here.
You're just not even then.
It's better than flat.
It's better, but look, it's still below your heart.
Right. So stack pillows as needed because you want to be comfortable. One thing we really like if you have chronic problem.
And that shows you why, because you need so many pillows, but you could do it with 1 leg wedge.
Yeah.
These are nice.
And they're not that expensive.
Yeah, they're nice for back pain too.
Yeah, so we get that. Now we're elevated. It's very comfortable. I've had almost all my patients say this feels good. It elevates. It's comfortable. And you can do your ankle pumps.
Yes, you got room. And you also had mentioned in the past, Brad, that some of these are a little bit longer in length.
Right, yeah.
Especially if you're like me, you're going to have a lot of legs sticking out over the edge.
Yeah. If you're taller than 6 foot, you'll want to get, then they show a dimension from this corner on, and that's for the taller people.
They must have different heights too, don't they?
Yeah, I believe so. Typically, I believe this is 8 or 10 inches.
Sure.
And that's typically enough for most people.
So just pay attention to that.
Yeah, exactly. So the other thing you can do, if it is a problem from an injury and it's swollen like a sprained ankle, you can do this, and you can put a cold pack around your ankle or knee, whatever it is that's swollen, and that'll be beneficial for 10 to 20 minutes. Usually people that have chronic swelling, the lymphedema, cold packs are not used with that. I mean, there may be exceptions, but you would want to get that from your doctor or therapist.
But if you have chronic swelling, this is a great position because of the exercise. You can do the exercise in this position.
Even though we mentioned without exercises, you can augment and help with some ankle pumps. It's very simple.
You do butt squeezes too.
Oh yeah. And there was a massage. We've got a really nice video by Aaron, a guest therapist who is certified in this on how to do massage for lymphedema. And if you look up on Google, Bob and Brad.
Self-massage too.
Self-massage for lymphedema. Aaron will go through that in an excellent way. Anything else with elevation, Bob?
That covers it.
Good, excellent. So next one, number 2. Now this one is very commonly used, is compression garments.
Yes.
Now, when I first was in therapy and I didn't have this at school, I thought, well, if you put some kind of compression garment on your leg to squeeze that fluid out, you want to get a nice tight. The tighter, the better. Not the
No,
case
not true.
whatsoever. It's you're going to get in trouble with this.
We'll show you why.
Right, exactly. So compression garments, you can use Ace Wrap
Sure.
or a Comperlon, which is
Comperlon, yeah.
a higher grade. It's got some special
It
qualities.
doesn't stretch as much, and so it doesn't.
It doesn't get too tight.
Right, it doesn't get too tight.
We're not getting into that with this video because there's some skill involved. You have to be taught how to wrap it properly. The two things that are much easier, and this is commonly used in the medical field, is Tuba Grip. It's not that expensive, and it comes in a big long roll. You can buy it by the foot, or you can buy a whole roll, and it's a Tuba Grip because it's just that. It's a tube.
And it grips.
Yeah, it grips. You can actually use it on your arms. I've used it with patients on their arms or legs. Let's say you have swelling from your knee on down. What we need to get is something about 15 to 20 millimeters of pressure. That's how they measure it. And you can ask. Tuba Grip comes in different sizes. It's known by letters, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You do have to look that up, the girth of your leg versus the size of this. A therapist, where you buy it, they should have specifications on it. If you do have chronic swelling, Bob, you had mentioned this before, you're not going to want to do this
unless you got it okayed with your
physician. Get it okayed with your doctor, because if you bring the swelling out of your legs too fast, it can overwhelm the heart, and it can be a very critical situation.
Yes, and so your physician will guide you as to whether or not something like this is even advisable.
Exactly.
We should explain, Brad, that when there's fluid in the leg like this, for it to go out of the leg, it doesn't seep out of the toes. It's got to go back up into your body, up into the abdomen, where it's processed, and then you pee it out, basically.
Right. Exactly.
So you got to have it so that basically it's trying to encourage the fluid to go this way.
Right. But if it's too tight, the fluid, the lymphedema, is just under the skin, and that's why if you have too tight, it actually collapses the pathways and it gets stuck in there.
Yep.
And then so if this is too tight, I've seen people with this too tight, and all of a sudden, and they always recommend not covering the toes up. It gets swollen up toes and foot here. It creates like a tourniquet here.
So instead of helping, it actually makes it worse.
Right.
It absolutely can.
Right.
You were going to show the tourniquet effect too, weren't you?
Right, exactly. And actually, I'll do one more thing before that. One thing I've learned is if you can get 2 fingers under there easily, if you got to fight to get your fingers under there, it's too tight. So that's one little thing.
So again, it's encouraging you to push it up into the body there.
Right. Liz, you may want to zoom in on this. A lot of times, especially with the Tuba Grip, you have to be careful. It rolls down like this. And you can see that'll create what we call a tourniquet effect right around here. Now, if you have a lot of fluid and that's on there for like a half an hour and you roll this down, you'll see a noticeable indent right around the skin. Yep, all the way around. And that's a tourniquet. It will not allow the fluid to come forward. It's actually causing harm.
I've seen it on TED stockings a lot too.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, the white stockings that you see. And people, you pull them down and like they got the big line there. It's like, those things aren't helping then.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Tuba Grip's a really good way, particularly for short term. They do make compression stocks, and actually this is kind of a sporty looking one. People who are runners and have athletes, they actually use those for better
they're
circulation.
Starting to use them too for now, right?
There's some studies showing that's beneficial. You can use them. I know I got one from my mother. Now these are more difficult to put on than the Tuba Grip.
Yes, they are.
Both my mother and father, they didn't like these because they were too hard for them to get on. But I got one on this leg. Now these are like 20 millimeters of pressure down here, and it actually releases and gets looser up here, which is good.
Right.
Helps that flow going up. And these got a nice, the material's nice up here, so it doesn't want to tourniquet.
Sure.
Yep, exactly.
And the thing is, you can get custom socks too.
Yeah.
That they actually take measurements at your ankle cap and all that. and then they fit you well, but they also are difficult to put on. I mean,
Right.
people always have trouble with it. I mean,
Exactly. So it depends on the person. If you're elderly or you have problems reaching down to do that, you may need some help.
you may have to have someone that puts them
yeah.
on for you every morning.
Right. So again,
So,
if you're young and healthy and you got an ankle sprain, you may not, probably won't need a doctor's prescription to do
Right,
some of this things.
right.
It's more the people that have compromised problems with their heart. Usually elderly people is pretty common
then
with.
you want to get it checked out.
Exactly. Also, if you have skin, open wounds, any skin problems,
Yes.
you got to be really careful with that.
And the problem is sometimes swelling creates open wounds because
Yeah.
the viability of the skin becomes less. And,
Exactly.
you get weeping. It's
Oh,
straight.
yeah.
Crazy how much water you can get out of the leg.
Yeah, I mean, both we've seen where people get so much fluid, the skin is tight, the hair actually falls off, it's shiny.
Yeah.
If you're at that level, you need to see a doctor.
Yeah, you need some guidance.
You do,
some
because
professional guidance.
that fluid can actually go right through the skin and it gets wet, and
Yes.
it's not healthy at all. We do have one more option, Bob. I want to
Sure.
bring up is the
You want to bring it over to you? or
yeah.
what do you
Well,
wanna
I'll
do?
bring it out. Now, this is something if you're not too seriously involved, or you get okay from your doctor or therapist, you can just put your foot in this foot massager. The neat thing about this foot massager, it blows up and it puts compression on while it massages, so it gives you the same benefits that the compression stockings or the Tuba Grip does. Plus, it offers massage to the bottom of the foot, so it feels good.
Yeah, it feels really good.
Yep.
And it's got different settings. I would say if you have a size foot bigger than 12, larger than 12,
Yeah.
it's probably won't fit in here.
Sure.
Mine's at 12, and I'm
Yep.
pretty much to the limit. I think 13 would
Yeah.
be too much.
We've used this on a number of patients,
Yeah.
and they've ended up wanting one for at home.
Yeah. Haven't found anybody yet that hasn't loved this thing. I mean,
Right.
seriously, but I'm sure the day's going to come.
Sure.
But
It's adjustable. It's how much pressure and how much massage goes on there.
works well for neuropathy too.
Sure.
I mean,
sure.
My
So,
office manager
yeah.
loves it for that.
Make sure that the doctor is fine with you using some compression garment or like this. If they're fine with the compression garment, they should be fine with this.
Right. And it's a good thing. We're getting a little bit off on a tangent here, but it's actually good just for foot pain too.
Sure.
It just
Yep.
works out well for
Good
that.
for
Ooh,
circulation.
she's squeezing.
Be careful, Bob. All right, Bob. Once again, we continue to. Now, this is related to the heart,
We can fix just about anything
except for.
a broken heart.
There you go.
But we'll try to
Yeah,
fix it.
I don't
we'll
know if
work on it.
these socks. Well, we'll see. Look at that baby. It stretches out.
Yeah.
All right. Take care. Thank you.